there's Phil right there. We're both turning at the exact same time onto the road. We're both hunting at the 291. First hunt of the year for me anywhere. My son Al and his buddy Justin are coming. Matter of fact, Justin's on the road right now. He'll be here 6 or 7 tonight. And Alan, I don't know if he's coming tonight or tomorrow, but anyways, it's exciting. We're gonna hop in them 2 stands that we hung, you know, me and Curtis and Phil. I'm not sure how we're gonna pick, if we're just gonna flip a coin, but I think I know which ones we're gonna hunt in. I'm gonna probably set in that one by a little micro field in the back, and Phil's probably gonna be in the one that's on an oak flat. Really windy today, which should work in our favor, but man, it's been so many years since I hunted an off-site location that I'm really discombobulated, getting all my gear together, all my scent stuff and everything, you know, because I'm used to just having it there and walking out the back door, which was all by design. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely interesting kind of going on a road trip hunt, so should be interesting. We'll see what happens. There's some bruisers out here on this property. I try to walk through it. All right, almost there. All right, we made it. Ground is really wet. We got a 3-day soaker, so, and it's cold. It was in the 20s this morning. We're gonna test out the electric, the Intimidator, see how it does with, I mean, it's gonna be a mile, probably 1 3/8 almost one way, maybe 1.5 miles, the way the road goes, but I think it'll work. There you go. All right, man, first hunt of the year, me and Felipe. It's just kind of a shot in the dark, but we got 2 stands hung, we're gonna use them.
Curtis would have done his job, he'd have had this place sold before it grew back in again.
That's true. That's true.
Burr, burr. Can you hear the bus?
Spot number 1. All right, man, good luck. All right, so this was more of an adventure than anything as far as serious hunting. I mean, neither Phil or I have traveled a lot and hunted since we both have our own farms, but we wanted to give this a try. So we hung these 2 stands out at 291. We figured we got nothing to lose. The wind wasn't the greatest, but we had a cold front and it was Halloween or near Halloween. So we're just going to give it a try and see. And Phil literally brought 2 quivers of arrows, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get some meat out of this deal by the end of it today. Oh, and by the way, we did have some camera intel, which was why we hung these stands in these particular spots. Here's just a little bit of the intel that I had from this little micro field that I'll be sitting on here this evening. Land management, nature, and so forth. So this is the first trail cam update of this fall for Project 291. And by the way, Project 291, there's still a 152-acre parcel that's for sale down here in southern Illinois. So today you're going to see some really beautiful bucks. You're going to see a lot of different bucks, some bobcats, and some unique stuff on this trail cam update. So hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit the like button and consider subscribing, and hope to... All right, I'm set up. It's good to be in a tree again. Let me show you. The wind is going that way. Got this ridge trail. All right, so it didn't take long, and I had my first customer. It was a fawn, and I quickly realized that we put this stand way too close to this field. Anyways, this is a trail that this fawn is walking on. I think it's a button buck, but it's only like 4 or 5 yards away. But we didn't have really good options for the tree, so it was either a little too close or a little bit too far. But as you're going to see, the next customer, the mama doe figures out something ain't right and she don't want to come down this trail. But it was good to see a deer within range. And now if this was Phil, he'd have already probably slung an arrow, which I think he will here by the end of the evening. So the next fawn came out, and it might be another button buck, I'm not positive, but anyways, you could see him looking back, and now mama's coming out of the thicket, and the fawn wants her to come by me, but she's like, I'm not gonna have nothing to do with it. I think she saw my lump up in the tree that wasn't there the day before. So Phil had some pretty good action over where he was at. The plan was perfect, and he did harvest a doe, but we've had some technical difficulties in getting the videos that he took, so we'll finish out my hunt. I did not let an arrow loose, and we'll go pick up Phil and see how his hunt went. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I threw out a few stray grunt calls just to see, if I could drum up a buck, and I could hear a deer like running, sprinting right at me, and it's this fawn. So I must have sounded like it's the mama's grunt, even though it was a deep, buck grunt call. So anyways, this was the last deer that I saw. I mean, the thing come right under me at like 2 or 3 yards.
Turned into the woods, ran 25 yards, and then rolled down the hill 25 yards.
Nice.
So, hard shot.
Can't beat that.
And no blood on the arrow.
Wow.
Goes through so fast. I'm telling you. Didn't bleed for about the first 5. Came up. She got right here, and she stopped. And she got just past that tree, and she looked up at me. I was like, shit. And she went, put her head down, and she just kind of started doing this. And the other one stopped. Must have got right in here.
See,
I gave it a man.
you're triple the distance off the path than I am.
My green light doesn't do a very good job.
I can't see nothing.
But there's blood. Oh yeah, you're colorblind.
Oh, I could even see it.
It was like, oh yeah, that was a good one. He just splattered on that tree. He was pumping.
So all in all, it was an interesting adventure. I have not hunted in a ladder stand for probably 6-7 years, and I learned exactly why I quit doing it. So Phil got a nice doe. It was fun. You know, we got to hunt a new property, which we haven't done, either of us, for many years. But my back went out, and it was out for like literally 10 days after that hunt. So here we are, November 17th. And I'm starting to feel a little better, so I might start hunting again. It's gun season here in Illinois, started today. So good luck to all of you gun deer hunters down here in southern Illinois. And I know Curtis and one of the new land buyers, so the 291, are actually hunting this weekend out at the 291. So we'll see if somebody can harvest one of them big boys we got on camera. Anyways, good luck. Thanks for joining us. I hope to see you on a future update.